Welcome back to The Fame, your go-to source for all things reality TV. Today, we're diving into some major family drama from TLC's hit show, My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Get ready for a story of hidden pasts, surprise siblings, and the power of DNA tests. First up, let's break down how Whitney Thore's world was turned upside down when she discovered her father's long-lost secret. Next, we have an exciting story from TLC's My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Whitney Way Thore's romantic journey continues to take unexpected turns. In the latest episode, Whitney meets a new potential love interest who brings along a very unusual pet. Is Whitney ready to move on from her long-distance romance with the Frenchman, or will this new guy's quirky charm win her over? Stay tuned to find out all the juicy details. Then we're diving into the not-so-fabulous side of reality TV stardom with Whitney Way Thore, the face of TLC's My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Buckle up as we uncover the shocking truth behind Whitney's recent struggles and how she's fighting back against online hate. Finally, we're diving into a heated controversy involving My Big Fat Fabulous Life star Whitney Way Thore. 5 years ago, Whitney claimed that someone vandalized her RV outside her home. Now, under similar circumstances, a TLC fan has lost it, calling Whitney an embarrassment to Greensboro. Let's break down the details of this explosive situation. Today, we're diving into some major family drama from TLC's hit show, My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Get ready for a story of hidden pasts, surprise siblings, and the power of DNA tests. Let's break down how Whitney Thore's world was turned upside down when she discovered her father's long-lost secret. Imagine finding out you have a secret half-sister after decades of family life. That's exactly what happened to Whitney Thore, the star of My Big Fat Fabulous Life. The bombshell dropped in season 11 when Whitney's Aunt Kim submitted her DNA to an ancestry website. Little did she know this innocent act would unravel a family secret that had been buried for years. Whitney's father, Glenn Thore, had been hiding a big secret from his family. Long before he met Whitney's mother, Babs, Glenn had a brief relationship with a woman named Jackie while serving in Pensacola. This fling resulted in an unexpected pregnancy, but Glenn left before he knew about the baby. Enter Angie Vincent, Glenn's unknown daughter. Born in a girl's home and put up for adoption, Angie grew up never knowing her biological father. It wasn't until the DNA test results came in that the pieces of this family puzzle started coming together. When confronted, Glenn came clean about his past. The revelation sent shockwaves through the Thore family. Whitney and her brother Hunter were suddenly faced with the reality of having a half-sister they never knew existed. In a touching episode, Whitney, Hunter, and Glenn traveled to Alabama to meet Angie and her family. Despite the years of separation, the newfound relatives embraced each other warmly. Angie accepted Glenn as a father figure but made it clear she wouldn't call him dad out of respect for the man who raised her. Why did Glenn keep this secret for so long? Was he trying to protect his family or simply ashamed of his past actions? The show explores the complex emotions behind Glenn's decision to stay silent, including his fear of ruining his image as a devoted husband and father. This revelation has had a profound effect on Whitney. Not only has she gained a new sister, but she's also been forced to reevaluate her relationship with her father. Some fans have criticized Whitney for her reaction, calling her entitled and childish. However, others argue that her response is understandable given the magnitude of the secret. The drama continues in the newly premiered Season 12 of My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Fans can expect to see more of Glenn as he navigates his expanded family dynamic. Will we get more insight into Angie's life? How will Whitney's relationship with her new half-sister develop? As this family saga unfolds, it's clear that the Thore family will never be the same. But with every ending comes a new beginning. Whitney now has the chance to build a relationship with her long-lost sister, potentially opening her heart and broadening her perspective on life. What do you think, Fame Squad? Was Glenn wrong to keep the secret, or was he just trying to protect his family? Next, we have an exciting story from TLC's My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Whitney Way Thore's romantic journey continues to take unexpected turns. In the latest episode, Whitney meets a new potential love interest who brings along a very unusual pet. Is Whitney ready to move on from her long-distance romance with the Frenchman, or will this new guy's quirky charm win her over? Stay tuned to find out all the juicy details. In the upcoming episode of My Big Fat Fabulous Life airing on July 16th, we see Whitney Way Thore navigating the tricky waters of romance once again. After her passionate passionate but complicated relationship with the Frenchman fizzled out, Whitney hasn't given up on finding love. Enter Kenny, a family friend with a unique twist. He brings his pet squirrel to their first meeting. At a family gathering, Whitney is introduced to Kenny for the first time. To break the ice, Kenny brings his surprising companion, a squirrel, which instantly catches Whitney's attention. As they sit together on the couch, Whitney is both amused and intrigued by the little critter. "Oh my gosh," Whitney exclaims. "It's like a hamster with a long tail." Kenny, trying to ease the situation, advises, "My advice, let her sniff you," as he hands over the squirrel. Despite the squirrel making a quick escape, the moment allows Whitney and Kenny to touch hands, sparking a playful interaction between them. Kenny admits, "I don't even treat her like I should." Whitney, ever the flirt, responds, "You've admitted you don't treat her like you should. So no hope for a human woman?" With a laugh, Kenny reassures, No way." Whitney's brother Hunter sees potential in this new connection. In a lighthearted interview, he says, "I mean, Kenny's got a good in. You know, is that a squirrel in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? It's pretty good, I think. It's an A-game move." Her dad Glenn chimes in with approval. "Kenny, I think this is the best pickup line you could have." "Women love animals," Whitney agrees, showing her fondness for Kenny's unique approach. Despite the unusual introduction, Whitney finds herself intrigued by Kenny's charm and his pet squirrel. Some people might think it's strange to bring one squirrel, but for me as a pet lover, it's just extra points in my book. However, Whitney's lingering feelings for the Frenchman complicate things. She confesses, "I'd probably be showing more outward enthusiasm if I weren't still so in love with the Frenchman. But I am intrigued. I do want to get to know Kenny better. And one day I would definitely like to hold his squirrel." So, what do you think? Will Whitney's budding interest in Kenny help her move on from the Frenchman, or will her past continue to hold her back? Moving on, we're diving into the not-so-fabulous side of reality TV stardom with Whitney Way Thore, the face of TLC's My Big Fat Fabulous Life. Buckle up as we uncover the shocking truth behind Whitney's recent struggles and how she's fighting back against online hate. Whitney Way Thore, the 40-year-old star we've come to love, is opening up about the cruel reality of being in the public eye. In an exclusive interview with E! News, Whitney revealed the horrifying extent of cyberbullying she faces daily. "You can't ignore it," Whitney stressed, referring to the constant barrage of hateful comments on her Instagram. But it's not just online hate she's dealing with. The reality star has faced real-life threats too, including bricks thrown through her car window, break-ins at her parents' house, strangers showing up at her home uninvited. The most recent incident, an anonymous vandal egged her house and left a nasty note, as seen in the show's season 12 premiere. But it was the comments following her mother Barbara Babs Thore's death in December 2022 that pushed Whitney to her limit. Trolls stooped to a new low, using her late mother to attack her. "Your mother would hate this. Your mother hated you. Your mother was so disappointed in you," Whitney confessed. "That's the worst thing anyone could ever say to me. The emotional toll has been severe." Whitney admitted to experiencing panic attacks and even suicidal thoughts. Before filming the latest season, she warned producers, "I am not in a good place. I need you guys to be patient with me." Now, Whitney is using her platform to speak out against cyberbullying. She's urging people to take online harassment more seriously, emphasizing that these are real human beings behind the cruel comments. At 40, Whitney is also grappling with personal challenges. She's feeling the pressure of being unmarried and childless, especially as her friends settle down. "I just feel more alone," she admitted. And that's hard. Despite these hurdles, Whitney is determined to find happiness. She's making efforts to be less isolated, enjoying activities like dancing, attending ball games, and going to concerts. As Whitney Way Thore enters a new decade of her life, she's committed to focusing on the positives: her friends, family, and successful career. While she acknowledges it's a lofty goal to always see the glass as half full, she's striving for it every day. Finally, we're diving into a heated controversy involving My Big Fat Fabulous Life star Whitney Way Thore. 5 years ago, Whitney claimed that someone vandalized her RV outside her home. Now, under similar circumstances, a TLC fan has lost it, calling Whitney an embarrassment to Greensboro. Let's break down the details of this explosive situation. Whitney Way Thore has had her fair share of drama. 5 years ago, she reported that someone had spray-painted Fat BCH on her RV parked outside her home. The My Big Fat Fabulous Life star described the incident as a violation of her safe space, and it left her feeling dramatically dramatically shaken. Fast forward to now, and Whitney is facing similar turmoil. Ahead of season 12, Whitney opened up to ET about the relentless trolling and hate she receives online, revealing that it drove her to the brink of suicide. She mentioned that vandalism, like the egg pelting incident at her house, happens all the time. However, many viewers are skeptical about the authenticity of these events. On YouTube, comments suggest that many fans believe these incidents are staged for the show. The skepticism isn't usually about her weight, but rather the seemingly melodramatic scenes on My Big Fat Fabulous Life. This time, a resident from Greensboro took to Reddit to express their outrage. In a fiery rant, a Greensboro resident accused Whitney of wasting police resources and lying to the community. They criticized her for parking in handicap and fire lane spots, being abusive to people around her, and generally embarrassing Greensboro. They called for an investigation into whether the police were actually involved in responding to the vandalism incident. Here's a snippet of what the critic had to say. "The lies have taken over. I am a resident of Greensboro, and I am livid. We have watched for years as this woman has lied, parked in handicap fire lane spot, been abusive to everyone she knows, and generally embarrassed our community. I'm responding now because the most recent lie is egregious and a scourge on our community, and potentially illegal use of resources. We have a deficit in our law enforcement department and a high crime rate. Police no longer respond to most nonviolent calls, and would most certainly not respond to a call about minor vandalism." The rant sparked a debate among fans, with many questioning the involvement of the police. Here are some of their comments. "Did cops show up? I don't remember that. They must be mistaking producers for police somehow. I'm confused. I don't remember cops coming or being called. The storylines are out of control. I don't understand why TLC thinks we are so stupid. Jasmine and that beauty pageant, fake. Eggs at Nitwit's house, fake. The crew just happened to be there, please. I didn't see any police in this episode either. Only crew running around. Please verify where in the episode you saw police." So, what are your thoughts about the egg-throwing incident at Whitney Way Thore's home? Do you believe her claims that such vandalism happens frequently? Did you see any police presence on the TLC show, or was it just the producers? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, stay tuned to The Fame for all your My Big Fat Fabulous Life updates and more reality TV news. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to The Fame for more updates on your favorite reality TV stars. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.